My top three, I'm not going to call them tips, but these are the arms, if you like, of the strategy that I recommend to everybody who comes to talk to me. It's very much about the strategy of making their career work for them. The three elements I recommend you give time to is considering the why, the what, and the how. So, the why, first of all. If I tell you that the law can be tough, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. And so it's really, really vital that you understand why you want to be doing this. Why do you want to go for progression? Why do you want to be a partner? Be clear on why that matters to you. Because if you can connect to the bigger reason why you want partnership and what is going to happen once you have partnership, all of the things that you'll be able to achieve, it's going to make it much, much easier to make it through the times when you're feeling frustrated, when you're not feeling heard, when you don't have a clear idea of where this is all going. If you can tap into your purpose, what is it that I'm doing this for? I guarantee that you will realize you have an inner strength to just keep going. And that means being clear that this is something that you want. It's not something which is being expected of you by, for example, your family or by the profession, because let's face it, when we go into the profession, generally, everybody's aiming for partnership. There really isn't a great deal on the sides. And I know there are plenty of law firms who are broadening out the different career paths, but at the end of the day, it's being an owner in the law firm, which is the big gold stamp. So make sure that that's what you really want, that it's not just because that's the expectation of the profession, or indeed what you see your peers doing. Understanding your big why, it connects with your emotions. It may be that once I'm a partner, I will have the financial independence, which allows me to be the best parent I can be. Or which, once I'm a partner, I can choose the work I want to do. So I'm only going to choose to do the interesting, really analytical new law type work. You see where I'm going with this. So when you come off the call, you can start thinking about, why on earth am I doing this? What is it that's so important to me about becoming partner? And really key into what's going to motivate you going forwards. The next thing to consider is the what. What do I need to do? Or what do I think I need to do? And this is very often where lawyers get a bit stuck. They focus very much on the practical steps and on the tasks that they need to do. And it's difficult because when you're not a partner, the process can be very opaque. And I actually believe that it's opaque and unclear on purpose, because when somebody doesn't get made up, the partners don't really have to explain where that person fell short of the criteria if there aren't any clear criteria. But call me a cynic, but that's my view. So don't make any assumptions about what is required. I hear people saying, oh, I need to do business development. I need a following. And that may be the case, but it may not be. So it's very important that you talk to people who've already gone through that process. It's also very important to remember that past performance isn't an indicator of future performance, because the world is changing. So is what makes a great partner today going to be the same in 5 years' time? Are you sure that by replicating what somebody has already done, you are still going to be a great partner for tomorrow? Also, ask yourself, what's within my control? Because you can only do your best putting your case forwards. At the end of the day, the vote is down to the existing partners. So recognize what is within your control and what isn't, and focus on where you can have an impact. So that's the what. The bit which I think is absolutely critical is the how. How am I going to do this? This is so much down to mindset and confidence. And when people come to me and they're feeling stuck and frustrated in their career right now, I very often hear that they're blaming themselves, that they feel they're falling short, that they aren't good enough, or they're self-sabotaging. They don't like to speak up in meetings in case they get things wrong. Knowing how you're going to do this and building your strategy to develop your confidence, to have an empowered mindset is absolutely vital. It's about getting out of your own way, because there are plenty of barriers without you putting barriers of your own in the way. Understanding that you are unique. So what value do you offer? What value do you bring? A lot of lawyers say to me, oh, I'm a great communicator. I'm brilliant with the clients. I've got fantastic problem solving skills. Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, because quite frankly, as a lawyer, you kind of need that stuff. So what does make the difference? It's the way that you put all of that together. It's the way you package yourself. It's about the value that you bring to your clients, to partners, to your peers, and to the wider community. That is what makes a difference. And this is what I'm talking about when I refer to personal brand. Understanding the results you offer is a really crucial part of the how you're going to make it to partner. It's about positioning yourself so that, a little bit like buying a car, you want to be preempting any objections to your candidacy, and you want people to think, heck yeah, we need her on board because of all the things that she can deliver. So that's my 3 sort of pillared strategies. So when you leave today, you can go away, think about your big why. You can find out what the steps are to partnership in your firm to the extent that that information is available, and talk to people who have already gone through that process. I do pass to partnership coaching at a top 10 firm in the city, and it's amazing how willing people are to talk through their journey. But with the caveat that you also need to be thinking about what a law firm's going to be needing in the next 3 to 5 years, whatever your runway to partnership is. And then finally, how much do you want this? And what might get in the way of you going for partnership? What are the beliefs that might be holding you back? And what is the value you have to offer? So there's quite a lot in all of that, obviously. But this is the thing. It does take work to position yourself. And I know that you will all have a lot of this inside you. That's my core belief, that my clients come to me, they have the resources inside them. They're just not in touch with them right now. Believe in yourselves. And I can't wait to see where you all get